Hello.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also
How's the
great.
day treating you?
Yeah, they are very beautiful. Like it's cold all around the. You can find cold these days. So yeah, all the person are chilling outside.
Okay, fine. So, yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great. And if I talk about my name and if I talk about my introduction, so of course my name is Gyanen from UP in Lucknow, and
Mm,
you can say I just work. After completing my study, I'm working at my farm. I have animals to take care of them. So like that. That's this type of work I'm doing. What about you?
okay. Nowadays, what are you doing?
Nowadays, I don't have so much work in my farm. So I most of the time I just spend at my home, and apart from this, I just go to Grace Buffalo.
Okay. So, what is your qualification?
If I talk about my qualification, so yes, I have completed my 12th class, and I didn't study further because there was some of course the of course it was like personal matter, so I didn't study further, and just like that. I completed my 12th class.
Okay, okay. And so, I also introduce myself so you know me better. My
Yeah,
name is Himanshi. Yeah, my name is Himanshi and I hail from Uttar Pradesh in Badaयूं district. And if I talk about my qualification, I'm pursuing graduation. And yeah, that's all about me.
oh, that's really great that you are qualified girl, and so it's really great. So, like, if I talk about your English journey, so could you please tell me something about?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, if I talk about my English journeys, actually, this is my childhood dream that I speak this language. But I lived in rural area, so there is no environment to speak this language. Also, teacher also prefer to teach Hindi language. So, this kinds of problem that I couldn't able to speak my childhood, but nowadays I come across a video and then I wanted to know then I want to know all the structure like listening, reading and writing. So I started my journey. When I was my initial day, I used to listening videos like animation videos. After that I started speaking, and then nowadays I focus my communication skill, and I also prefer to connect with people, because if you are like connect with people, so your confidence and your way of talking is like very improved. So nowadays I'm connect to the person, people.
Of course, it's really very great that if you are learning from somewhere else, so you should utilize whatever you are learning from outside, because
Yes.
uh, we are trying to become fluent, like like trying to become fluent in English. We are not trying
Yes,
to
yes,
write anything. We are not trying to read anything, but we want to
yes.
speak English. So of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
for speaking, we have
Actually,
to speak.
yeah, yeah. Actually, I also thought that if I don't speak, so we will not learn this language. So I'm always prefer to speak. Listening and speaking, the two things are most important to
Yeah,
learn
listening
this
and
language.
speaking. You are right. Listening and speaking, because of course we can absorb this language by listening and by speaking. And
Yeah.
if you think that I have to learn like grammar rules, yeah, of course you can learn, but you have to speak and listen too. So these are the
Yes,
basic
yes,
rules.
yes.
And even
Yeah.
if I talk,
Actually, my basic grammar is clear, so now I'm trying to focus listening and speaking this language. If I speak this language as much as I can, so I enhance my communication skill, and I improve my way of talking.
yeah, of course, definitely. So like, what do you do generally? Like, do you listen or write and read as well?
Yes, yes. Nowadays, I'm focusing uh, my writing skill also, because I want to efficient in this language. So I prefer. I'm going to like I will write some. I will maintain a journal, so I'll write my daily routine. Yeah, this kinds of thing I'm doing right now.
Okay, that's really great. And how earlier, did you face any problem to learn this language when you
Yes.
started with learning English?
Yes, I faced lots of struggle when I started my journey. I didn't have any idea if I'm speaking, I spoke wrong or right. I speak whether it is wrong and right. But nowadays, gradually, I see that I'm use my helping verbs wrong. So I'm trying to use some right vocabulary, helping verbs. So this kinds of struggle I faced, and sometimes I also stuck while speaking English. But now I feel that I have to overcome this thing.
That is really great. And because so many beginner, they just come and they just go back thinking that, oh, it's really very hard to learn this language. It's really very boring thing. But of course,
Yeah.
uh, once we start and start working on it again and again, again and again, so definitely it will work on, you know.
Yes,
So
yes. Actually, yeah.
earlier,
Actually, yeah,
yes, yes.
actually, I also prefer if you start your speaking journey. So no matter you speak wrong and right, if gradually we know that yeah, I speak right or wrong. First, our purpose is that to speak, whether it is wrong and right. Gradually, we know now I'm lacking here and there. After the time, we know all the all the our mistakes and our these kinds of things that I noticed while speaking. So now I have to overcome.
So
Okay,
okay,
so
I would
yeah,
like to know something that for beginner, what would you like to say for beginner who also want to learn this language, who also want to speak this language. So in the beginning when they come, they feel bored. So what would you like to say them? That because you have also faced so many difficulties while learning this language. So what would you like to say to them?
okay, so if the people are a desire to learn this language, the person have burning desire to learn this language, so they don't understand any kind of person and don't focus too much mistake. Mistake is a part of life. Mistake is a signal that you are learning something. Okay, so don't focus you are doing mistake or not. Just focus to listening and writing. First, I would like to say if you are beginner, so go with the animation video. Animation video is very helpful for all the beginners. And still I also watch animation videos because this is very helpful. And nowadays I try to prefer native speaker. But if you are beginner, so watch animation videos and speak in front of camera, record your video, and after that review your video and record and review. This activity is really helpful. If you record your video, so after that you recognize your mistake. Now you are lacking here and there and you are fumbling while speaking. So and then you have to work upon your mistake, you have to rectify your mistake. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really great. Of course, the people who are going to listen us, so definitely they will learn something from this video. Because yeah, in the beginning we face problem and we feel bored, but we don't feel, think that okay, it's really, really difficult, so I'm not going to work on it. I'm not going to learn this language. Of course, everyone comes from the struggle. Until you do any struggle, until you face any problem, you are not going to achieve something. You are not going to become something. There are millions example in front of you on mobile. Listen some stories, and then you find that yes, the person have also did some problem and they also faced so many problems. That's why they are here now. So of course
Yeah, or
you have to face
create
problem.
story. Actually, you have no work, so create your story and describe your daily routine. This is also helpful. And switch your if you are watching Hindi content, so you accept you watch some English content and think in English as much as you can. So this is also helpful.
Yes, you are right. Definitely. So
So
okay,
okay, so how so what is your English journey going?
my English journey is going well, and I'm getting people to talk every day. So that's why my English is improving day by day. Actually, earlier it was really very difficult for me because earlier I didn't have any partner to speak. So I used to
Yeah.
speak by myself. So that's why I didn't have confidence to speak to people. And since I started facing people on video call, on audio call, so then I realized that yes, I can talk to anyone. Now I'm confident.
Yes, yes, because this is a one mantra to learn this language, practice and overcome your fear. Like work upon your fear and try to connect with your co-learners. This and that is was your level. So this is also going to very helpful. So you told me that you come from village area and you studied and you passed your intermediate level. So lots of person didn't learn this language. They thought that I'm come from village area, so I have no environment. So there's lots of problem did you face. So how can you how did you learn this language?
Yeah, as you told me that it was your fashion, that's why you have learned this language. So of course,
Yes, yes.
the story is same of mine because I was too much fascinated about this language. I wanted to learn this language, but due to lack of some of course, I didn't have environment and I didn't have teacher and I didn't have so many facilities to learn this language because this language is really very.
No, sorry for interrupting you. If the person belong to rural area, so they also thought that I have no one to guide me and I have no teacher to guide me what I speak next and what is the guidance behind learning this language. So this is very difficult. You come from village area and you still your speaking is really good. So yeah,
Yeah,
tell
you
me
are right.
some.
You are right. And people, I think they make excuses that yes, I belong to village area. That's why I don't have environment. I don't have anything, so I'm not going to learn. So of course I am helpful. They think like this in their mind. So this is not reality. No matter where you are, if you want to learn something, if you have fashion, if you have dream, so of course you can do. But you don't
Yes,
think like that. I don't have this and I don't have that, so I'm not going to that. So it's mean you are making yourself unconfident. So of course we should
yes.
not do. Earlier, of course I can say that there was no one who can guide, who could guide me. So I was also I used to think like that. Yes, since I live in village area, so of course I can't learn this language because this language is really very like very like what can I say? This language is rarely spoken in my village and anywhere. You can find less people to talk in English. So due to since I didn't have any environment, so I used to think that okay, Gannon, leave this language. This is not your cup of tea to learn this language. But it was my passion. So anyhow, I just used to learn vocab. I used to learn some basic structure from the book. I had a book. So whenever I got time, so I just read that book. But once
Okay.
after 2 to 3 months, I realized that I'm not getting anything from the book, and it's like I'm learning, forgetting. I'm learning, forgetting. So I think it's not a trick for me to become fluent in English. So I have to do something special. Then I bought this mobile, and after that I started watching some videos on mobile, and then I started practicing by myself. And practicing, I just practiced for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, not more than that. I didn't give so much time for my English, but yes, I used to speak whatever I learned. I used to speak, and after that I started getting people. I started talking to them, and by this way I have improved my English.
So you have only one to speak this language in your village. You
Yes, yes.
you are the only you are the only one to speak this language in your village.
Yeah, I didn't find anyone to speak in English in my village area because yeah, you can say of course so many people have this knowledge about English, but I can't say that people are able to speak because knowing knowledge and knowing grammar is not work for you until you try to speak. So I tried to speak, that's why I'm able to speak. But there are so many educated person, but they don't speak in English. Yes.
Yes, but you did so much practice, so much hard work. That's why you are able to speak English.
Hmm. No matter like how much knowledge about grammar you have, but until you utilize your grammar in your speaking, you should see situation, and as per the situation you should speak. This is language,
Yes. Yes.
because like
So
we
you
speak
know,
randomly in our native language. So
yeah.
like the same,
So,
we can speak in our like in English language.
basically, you know the basic grammar.
Yeah, I have worked too much on basic grammar. I even
Okay.
I don't learn some like people say that you have to learn like advanced idiom phrases and advanced word. So I don't go for that. I'm just working on my basic, and I'm okay with my basic. Whenever I talk to anyone, I'm able to describe myself. I'm able to understand people. I'm able to make them understand. So this is language.
Yeah, I watched your video and I see.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm not going to pretend myself that yes, I have a big knowledge of English. That is why I'm using that. It's like you are pretending if you are using a big idiom phrases and so many things in your conversation. So of course,
Yes,
you,
yes,
you can use, of course. But first you should comfortable with basic. Then you can
yes. You are
everything
right.
will come to you. Like advanced structure and idiom phrase, everything will come to you automatically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are right. Absolutely right. So if I ask you a one question that what you want to become in your future.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to become, but if I get chance, so of course I am going to become a teacher. I'm going to
Okay.
become a teacher of
Okay,
English,
teacher.
so that I can teach some of my villagers, some of my friend, and if I get chance to teach some like out of my village, so of course I'm ready for it. So I just want to tell them that yes, by this way you can learn English, because I have also learned this language by this way. I didn't spend even a single money, and I didn't go anywhere, but I learned English by myself. So you can also learn by this way easily. English is so easy. Yes.
Okay, so do you deliver tuition classes like paid classes?
Yeah, I'm teaching seven students online. Of course, they are improving day by day, and of course, I always ask them my feedback. So they said that yes, the way you teach, it's really very fantastic. I have learned so many things from you. So yeah,
Okay.
of course, they are improving.
So did you teach spoken English?
Yes, I just give them situation and structure, and by this way they just speak, and they enjoy in my class. They said, of course, I didn't know about this trick earlier when I was not taking class from you, so I was like doing that. I was speaking randomly English. Sometimes
Mhm.
I speak something else, sometimes I speak something else. So now I know the situation and structure, and as per the structure, they are able to speak English. So that is
Yeah.
really great. They are enjoying, they are not feeling bored.
Yes, this is really good thing that whatever you have knowledge, you try to give your knowledge for your students. So yeah, this is good thing.
Yes, I just want to tell them that don't feel bored while learning this language. This language makes you bored, of course, but you don't think that okay, this is very hard not to crack. I'm not going to learn. Of course, you can learn. You just love with this language. This is language, and you just try. You just find out the situation, and as per the structure, and you can find it such as
Yes,
whatever I did past time. So of course I have a structure and situation. So of course I can describe that whatever, like yesterday I was there, I had this, and I met that person, I talked to him, and like this you can describe anything. And if I talk about project, you can
so
also
you
describe.
yeah you pick up one structure and try to speak more and more.
Yes, you are right. Of
Yes,
course, in order to become fluent in English, you have to speak. The more you speak, the more will you be better in English.
yes. This is a one mantra to speak practice. Practice is very important, and this is a quote of there is a quote of practice is main perfect.
Hmm.
So
Like
this
one
is genuine thing.
Yeah, of course. Everyone should practice because we can learn easily. Grammar, I can learn English grammar easily. But when it comes to speaking, we just forget all the structure and just think that, okay, what was that structure? What was that structure? This happen if you don't practice.
Yeah, this is also a major problem. While speaking, we forget all the structures, and we also kept speaking.
Hmm. And if you practice, if you speak, if you are speaking situational English, so you are not going to
Yes,
forget any structure. You are
yes, you
habit.
are.
Hmm.
Yes, situational English is very good for everyone. If you are if you speak if you learn basic grammar, all like grammar rules, so this is very quite difficult. If you like understand situational grammar, so this going to be helpful.
Yeah, definitely. And if you are taking classes from somewhere, so you are not going to improve. You think that okay, I'm spending so much money, I'm spending that time, I'm taking classes from big institute, so nothing gonna happen with you until you speak, until you practice. You are not going to become fluent English. So it's better you just practice at being at home. You have a social media, you have like mobile, and through this mobile you can improve a lot, I can say, because earlier it was really very difficult to learn English, but nowadays nobody can make excuses. Whether you are in the village and city, you can
Okay, so
learn this language.
did you purchase any course to learn this language, or why you are learning this language by yourself?
Nobody should spend money. Nobody should like go out of your city and village so that to take class. You can learn this language being at home wherever you are. You just take advantage of social media. You have a great platform like in your hand, so
Yes.
you just try to utilize this. So if
Okay.
I can without environment, so everyone can do, there is no
Yeah,
problem.
I can see. Yeah. Actually, how many like channels do you watch to learn this language?
I just listen native speaker because the way they speak. So I'm learning so many things from them because when they speak, so I just listen them that their way, how they describe their story, how they describe their like how they give their
Hmm.
opinion on the topic. So it's amazing,
Hmm.
makes me interested. So of course I learn them. Whenever I get time, I just learn native speaker, not more than that.
Okay. Okay. Which channel did you watch your initial days? And
Yeah,
which channel helped you a lot? Can you tell me the name?
Actually, I don't know the name, but I whenever I find, yeah, I have two channels to watch, so I just listen them. There is a speaker from Japan, and there is a speaker from like United States. So I listen them, but I'm sorry I forgot their name, channel name. So I'm sorry. Yeah,
No worries.
yeah.
Okay.
But whenever I get time, so I post, I listen them, and I have learned so many things from them because the when you start
Okay, so
listening
do
them.
you want to learn accent? Do you want to learn accent or not?
No, I'm not going to like become any native speaker, like native speaker. But of course, you are going to catch their accent easily if you listen them. If you
Hello?
listen them, so hello.
No, no. Yeah. Yeah. Continue.
When
Go
you
ahead.
so when you listen them, so of course your tongue is also start working like them. So it's really, really fantastic. So if you listen like for continue for like 1 month, so you are also going to become like them. This is way. It's really, really amazing because
You are, and
even in
I
native
can,
speaker, like
yeah.
if I talk about our language, so when I once when I went to my one of my relatives home, so the language was different. So I stayed there one for 1 month, and in 1 month I changed my accent. When I came back to my village, and people say that, oh, you are speaking like that village. I said, oh yeah, I don't know why, but I caught this accent. So this is the same. If you listen native speaker, so you are also going to become native. You
Do
are
you
going
want
to
to
become.
learn accent or not?
Sorry.
Do you want to learn accent? Like, do you ever try to learn accent?
No, I'm not going to learn accent because it's really very difficult. Not difficult. If I want, I can learn. But I'm okay. I'm okay with my Indian accent. It's really very great.
Okay, yeah, fine. So if you have anything else, so if you have any other questions, so you can ask me. Otherwise, I am wind up this session.
Yeah, of course, because video has become 25 minutes. So it's really very because while saving this video from the Skype, it's really very difficult.
So it
Okay.
was nice conversation with you, and it's my pleasure to have this conversation with you. And you are a very kind and complaisant person.
Thank you so much. And even I'm also glad to meet you and talk to you. It's really very great. And you told so many things for the beginner. So of course they are going to learn so many things from this video. So yeah, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.